My name is David Tran, and this is LuxTV, shedding and spreading light for the chiropractic student. We have chiropractor pioneer Dr. Arno Burnier in Durango, Colorado, founder of Cafe of Life and the MLS Adjusting Seminars, and co-founder of Movement for Chiropractic Quality and Integrity. He trots the globe as a professional speaker, chiropractic awareness activist, coach, and a mentor and friend to me, and now you. Fresh from a European trip, he is here to enlighten us and inspire us. Arno, welcome to LuxTV.
Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Yeah, so let's move right into it. Why does chiropractic need to be separate and distinct from all other healthcare providers?
Well, this is a wonderful question, and actually, if you look at the question, frequently the answer is within the question. We are indeed a separate and distinct profession. I know of no other profession that has a philosophy of life or principles, nor any other profession that remove interference to the nerve system by clearing subluxation. So I feel that, our profession has a unique identity, it has unique core values, and it is truly an inside-out profession. It's an inside-out philosophy of life, way of life, and the service that we render is absolutely unique. No other profession renders that service. People may argue, physical therapists manipulate. Yes, they do manipulate. Osteopathic physician manipulates sometimes. Actually, today they are much more like MDs rather than osteopath. But that has nothing to do with an adjustment. An adjustment is very different physiologically. It has a different intention. It has a different purpose. So everything from the way we look at the central nervous system and the spine is different than any other profession. So in that sense, we stand alone and separate and distinct. And I also believe that chiropractic as a profession is an answer for the ailing healthcare system in this country and the failing healthcare system in this country. I believe that the only possible future for humanity, in Western country at least, is a proactive lifestyle, an understanding that taking care of ourselves on a regular basis, getting our nervous system clear of subluxation that are caused by stress, is a great benefit and truly the upcoming model. So I think we have it all. We have a philosophy of life, we have an inside-out philosophy for living, and we have a service that can enhance human life and facilitate human physiology. So it's a boom, it's a plus.
Absolutely. Whenever I enrolled in chiropractic school, I thought I was going for an education, but I've completely transformed my way of life for sure. And those principles that you talk about, you created an experience at what you founded as a way of practice called the Cafe of Life. And at the cafe, the public is being served the exceptional chiropractic experience. What does that mean?
Well, David, I founded this model because I found out that many chiropractors were trapped between, basically with one foot in each canoe. They had a foot in the chiropractic canoe and a foot in the medical model. They use a medical linguistics. They had facilities that looked like a medical facilities. And I felt that we had to change this. So the Cafe of Life model is not only a professional, eclectic environment, which the minute that you walk in tells you, this is something different, this is something unique. It vibrates everything about life, about vitality, about well-being. It is eclectic and it is individualistic, which means each chiropractor has created their own environment, their own creation. So that's one aspect of it. But the deepest aspect is what internal work the chiropractor has done. Those people have done intensive internal work to clear themselves of armoring, baggages, stuff that gets in the way of being an open vessel. They have done deep internal work in studying the chiropractic philosophy and getting to a point of owning it, where they truly can express it as their own expression from within. They also have excellent skills, adjusting skills, truly professional level skills. And also, we have created a model of practice where the public is being met on a one-to-one basis as a human being in present-time consciousness. Therefore, there is no script. Is there an intention and a roadmap as to how to handle a person? Yes, absolutely. but there is no script. People are met truly as human beings, individually, on a one-to-one basis on the first visit. And also within that model, what we have is a high level of education, which is not a sell pitch for chiropractic, but truly an in-depth education about chiropractic principle and philosophy. So when you put all that together, when the public walked into that environment of the Cafe of Life, it is truly an exceptional experience on all levels. And it doesn't matter what people come in with, whether they come in for well-being, for a deeper spiritual connection, because they had a back pain, sciatica, or a problem. It does not matter. Every single individual would like to have an exceptional chiropractic experience. And this is what the Cafe of Life is delivering.
Yeah, that's so great. And if the students out there haven't visited a actual Cafe of Life, hop online and look for a Cafe of Life near you. And you know, these chiropractors are used to having students come in and visit them, and it's not one of these horrible tours where you go visit a chiropractor and they show you the supply closet in the bathroom and you're like, okay, thank you very much. But it's actually an experience. Like you get to come in and see a true chiropractor at work for sure. You know, and in the Cafe of Life model, there is a way of adjusting that you've kind of created, which is called MLS. And it's based on a fundamental principle of keeping the spine in physiological ease and peace. So why do you think that is so important?
Well, what happened to me, David, is I'm a sensitive, perceptive human being, and the way that was being adjusted did not resonate with me. I felt it was somewhat aggressive and violent. My neck, my spine was being put into tension, and then kind of forcefully input into. So I developed a system of adjusting structurally that takes in consideration the neurospinal system and the meningeal cord tension. And what basically we are seeking is to bring the entire system into a place of physiological ease and peace, so that the body is completely open, the physiology of the body is open, the body has surrendered completely, the person has surrendered completely, and from that place, with extremely excessive, I would say almost precision and specificity, we deliver the adjusting force at a lightning speed. So we train extensively our muscle memory for every possible listing, and that's how we approach the spine. And as a result of this, what I found is that people are amazed that they could be adjusted that way. That's one thing. The second thing, parents have absolutely no problem bringing their babies and children to get adjusted, because the adjustment is so honoring that they feel, I have no problem. I can trust that person to take care of my 2-hour-old baby. So it has been a wonderful, movement within the profession. And anyone that has studied this approach and dove into this approach, when they adjust other chiropractors, invariably people say, where have you learned to adjust that way? That's the first response. Where have you learned to adjust that way? So, I'm thrilled that, this approach is growing, and we have trained thousands of chiropractors to adjust that way, and certainly thousands of students.
And I've attended a couple MLS seminars, and it's not just an adjusting seminar. It's an opportunity to connect with one of the pioneers of chiropractic, and it's not transforming your skills and your training, yes, but it's also transforming your headspace, and that's the greatest takeaway that I've been able to get from MLS for sure. And speaking of a takeaway, what do you think would be the greatest takeaway you could give to a chiropractic student alone, isolated in a college that they're drowning in exams and stuff, watching this video right now?
Well, David, I believe the most important thing for any and every chiropractic student, no matter which schools they attend, is to realize that they're getting an academic education, which is very different than the education they ought to have to become a true professional. And I'm talking a professional compared to a professional in the NBA or in professional football. This is what I'm seeking to train. I want to train, and I've been training people to become truly chiropractic professional. So in that respect, once the student understands that what they're being taught in school is academic, it has a wide departure from the reality of practice and the skills and the knowledge that they need to have to practice and be successful, then my recommendation is design for yourself a parallel curriculum. A curriculum that is parallel, that you take outside the school basically, and train yourself in the philosophy, the art, and the science of chiropractic. Become a professional adjuster. Work on yourself as a human being to remove your armoring, your defense mechanism, your package. Learn to open your heart. Learn to develop your personality to become an all-around human being. One of the things I should mention is become a great communicator. In order to have a successful, well-being, vitalistic practice, one must be a great communicator, and I recommend also a great public speaker. So those are the ingredients involved. The business aspect is really very simple. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on business, but I feel that the business aspect is fully common sense, especially in the simple model of practice that we promote within the Cafe of Life model.
You know, and that's one of the things that I've taken away from you is, you know, we're trained to be a professional, and right now in school we have adjusting labs. We don't have adjusting days, you know, and that's what is kind of blocking us from peeling off some more layers and become the best version of ourselves, especially in chiropractic. So, you know, if you haven't done so already, you have to not walk but run to a MLS seminar and get in contact with Arno for sure. So Arno, thank you so much for spending time with us. If you want to attend one of these seminars, one of Arno's seminars, or get more information about Cafe of Life or connect with him directly, I'll put all the links below. Stay tuned for more interviews from other chiropractic pioneers by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to this YouTube channel. My name is David Tran, and this was LuxTV, shedding and spreading light for the chiropractic student.